What's going on, YouTube? What's the deal? It's Moose. I'm back with another video, and as y'all probably seen in the title, I'm selling my BMW M4 competition. Let's get into it. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Moose, and I kind of made this channel to share my experiences, you know, buying and owning cars like this BMW M4 competition, and my old M4 as well, which was a F82 M4, which was like the 2016 ones. Basically, I went ahead and sold that car and upgraded this car. And when I initially bought this one, I was thinking to myself, you know what, the car is a newer car, so I'm gonna get better rates on it. Payment's gonna be a little bit more, and it's not really that big of a deal, you know, to spend an extra couple $100s to have a car like this. Because clearly I feel like it's a big step up from my old car, right? But I'm not realizing, like, with maintenance and expenses with the BMWs, like, that stuff catches up to you quick. I own this car for, I want to say, about a month or two maybe, and it already broke on me within that period of me owning the car, right? And when I purchased this car, I was thinking, okay, you know, this is a brand new car. This is a 2022 car. It only has like 10,000 miles on it. I'm thinking, like, what's the worst that can happen, you know? But man, was I in for a surprise, guys. So I bought this car and it ended up breaking on me. I'm gonna make a whole separate video about it. And you know, I just didn't feel like dealing with it, honestly. After the car kind of broke, I was over it, you know, because this car is not cheap. It's like 80 grand with all of the expenses and everything, and the purchase price and taxes, and that's a lot of money. I mean, especially for a brand new car, you'd expect at least 40,000 miles of like reliability, but when you buy a BMW, I guess you just don't get that privilege, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's a beautiful car, honestly. Like, I love the car, I love everything about it, but I don't know if I can afford to have it, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. And I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm struggling to pay it, you know? So that's why I'm kind of deciding to sell it. And I got someone who's coming to buy it, and he's actually sending a truck to come pick it up to ship it out of state. So I'm gonna bring you guys along, and it's kind of be like a farewell video. I think this might have been the shortest like ownership of a BMW M4 G82 ever. Like, I probably have some sort of world record, because like I said, I probably had this car for about a month, if that. But yeah, guys, my car ended up breaking, and it broke pretty bad too. Like, it wasn't just some minor repair I needed to make, it was a pretty serious one. And you know, after kind of thinking about it a little bit, I just realized, man, I don't know if I can afford this car, you know. This is a lot of car. And I'm sorry if I let you guys down in any sort of way, and don't unsubscribe, because you know, I'm gonna always have some cooking, you know, but it might not be this car, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all really rock with me and y'all don't just want to see the car, man, subscribe, because I'm gonna have something special for y'all real soon. But that's enough chit chat. Let me show you guys the car and tell you a little bit about it and what's done to it. This is a 2022 BMW M4 competition. Beautiful spec. It's black sapphire with the Silverstone interior. Now, this interior for me was like my first pick, you know, like this was the one I had to have out of all the interiors, was the Silverstone. I just love everything about it. I love how it looks, and even when you come up on the car, like, it just hits, you know, just hits seeing that white interior. So I mean, it's been a real pleasure to have this car, and like the insides of it is beautiful at night, especially. You get the ambient lighting and everything. That was a video I was probably gonna do, was like a POV night drive on this car, but sadly I don't think that's gonna be happening anymore with this car being sold today. Maybe you guys might get like a POV drive, a short one, on the way to meet with the guy that's coming to pick up the car that's like shipping it out. But you know, maybe on my next car, whatever I end up getting, we might do a POV drive on that, so stay tuned. Alright, so if you're ever wondering how do you start up a BMW M4, It's a pretty normal procedure, just like any other car. Foot on the brake, start it up. Beautiful car. I'll show you guys the ambient lighting as well, if you give me 1 second. Boom. Alright, we're back, guys. Got the ambient lighting set up and everything. Very beautiful interior though. I don't know how good the camera's picking it up because it's kind of starting to get a little bit dark, but you can see the silver stone with the purple ambient lighting. Beautiful interior, and the dash right there. I just love how this interior on the car looks. Honestly, it's such a beautiful interior. Let me go ahead and turn the lights on. Actually, that'll probably make it a little bit better for you guys. This actually lights up when you come up on the car. I love how that looks. I think that looks sick. That's also another feature about the interior I really love, along with the carbon fiber. You know what I'm saying? It's super sick. Now there's so many options for colors. Let me go ahead and adjust that so you guys can see a little bit better. But if I were to go ahead and here show you guys, right, they have the green. It's just depending on the vibe. I usually stick with the purple. I think the purple looks best, and the blue, but it's just nice to have those options. You know what I'm saying? Like that blue right there is sick. They got the classic BMW orange. My old M4 had something like that as well. Bronze, you know, we got all that. We got all the good stuff. I don't want to bore you out too much, but I just love the interior of this car. Now, one thing I can complain about with this car, personally, if I was speccing this car, this would be one of the first things I'd be looking into getting, right? With this car specifically, one thing I wish it had was the laser lights. You can see right there. I'll go ahead and show y'all. Right? The laser lights, if you know anything about BMWs, you know the lights are a big deal. Like if you know anything about BMW, you know you gotta get the upgraded lights. These headlights right here are the non-laser lights. I personally don't like them, and a lot of people will try to like flame me for them. I don't really care that much about the comments and that kind of thing, but me personally, if I was speccing the car, I feel like that's something that I would definitely do, especially when you're spending, like, this car brand new. You could easily spec one of these out to be in the 90s, or I've even seen them go up to 100K. If you're gonna spend 100K on a car and you know how serious the lights are, it's like an extra $1,000. I would have just spent it, honestly, if it was me speccing the car out, but it wasn't me speccing it out, and so, you know, I can't really complain about it. It's not the end of the world, you know. But I would have definitely got the laser lights. I was looking into retrofitting them. There's people that offer that service, but you know, we're selling the car now, so it ain't no point really to do that. Another thing that I didn't like, that's something I definitely didn't like about my car, but something I do like is this stripe right here on the roof. This is just like a simple vinyl piece, but I think it looks sick. It kind of sets it off, honestly. Makes it look more unique, I'd say. And man, is that black menacing or what? It's definitely going to be missed. This car was an absolute missile, guys. It's a full bolt-on G82 M4, and if you know about these cars and their motor, you know how capable it is. As a like tuning platform, this is one of the best cars you can get for under 100K. I'd say the fastest cars under $100,000 would be the G82 M4 and the GT500. If you want something that you can just whoop people in, full bolt-ons, you get this or a GT500. A lot of people will say, oh, Hellcat, ZL1, you know, the list goes on, AMG C63 or whatever. Don't get it twisted, they're great cars. All of those cars are fantastic, but none of them compete with the G82 M4 and the GT500. I think those two cars right there are the best cars for under 100K that you can get. Just performance-wise, it's unmatched. And I wasn't even really a big BMW guy when I was younger. Like, I liked them and I appreciated BMWs, but I'd say I was more of like a Mercedes fan. And only until I started looking into the BMWs a little bit more when I was buying my first M4. That's when like I kind of realized these cars are pretty special, and I see why people love them so much and all the hype behind them. Like, if you guys noticed, BMW drivers are like die-hard BMW fans, and that's no coincidence. I mean, these cars are amazing for the price range. And even in my old M4, like, that car was a supercar killer. You know, I'd race like Lamborghini Huracan or something, and I'd be right there just quicker than them. And for that car being a Huracan is like 260, I'd say. For that car being a $260,000 car, and my car being around like 40 grand, my old one I think I paid 37.5 for it. For you paying 37 grand and being able to compete with a Lamborghini, that is insane. And it's not like I had upgraded turbos or anything. My car was very close to like a stock car. It was just bolt-ons. And if you guys don't know what bolt-ons are, a bolt-on car basically means you have modifications done, but you don't have no upgraded turbos on it, right? So you have something called a downpipe, which is like a portion of the exhaust, pretty much just helps it flow better. Intakes are considered like a bolt-on part. A mid-pipe could be considered as a bolt-on part as well. That kind of thing. It's just like the small performance mods, but it's nothing like major. It's not like you're building your transmission, you're not building your motor, you're not doing none of that stuff. You're not upgrading turbos. It's crazy though. These cars are amazing, guys. But like I said, I ain't gonna keep this video too long. I'm gonna keep it short. I'm gonna go ahead and record again once I'm getting the car shipped, most likely, and then we can talk about that later, and I'll bring you guys along and kind of tell you guys how I'm feeling throughout the process and that kind of thing. But yeah, lesson learned, guys. Lesson learned. You know, maybe one day once I get my money up a little bit more, I'll have another one of these. But yeah, for now, I guess this is just like farewell. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of a little bit bitter for me. So yeah, man, it is what it is. We'll be back and better than ever. You know, you gotta just trust the process sometimes, and don't get too caught up with the materialistic stuff, because you never know when you're gonna have to let go of things or, you know, lose stuff. So yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. Y'all be easy, stay safe. I got a BMW carbon fiber parts business coming really soon, so if you guys want to see another one of these cars on the channel, please support me. Check out that business. It's going to be dropping. I'm going to be starting it around like January or the end of December, depending on how fast I can get things set up, and depending on when this video is released, it might be out already. So, you know, please support me, guys. These parts are high quality parts. This is the best stuff for your BMW that you can get for the price, because honestly, I'm not gonna lie, you can go find stuff cheaper, right? You can go on eBay and buy like a $200 front lip, for example, but those lips are garbage. I've purchased a $200 lip before. I was looking, I'm like, why is she coming up to my car, right? But I didn't realize she was about to park up. That's why I was kind of looking off. But like I was saying, you get what you pay for. I bought a $200 lip on eBay. That lip flew off of my car when I was doing 40 miles an hour within like 12 hours, right? So my parts aren't going to be the cheapest, but they're not going to be the most expensive. It's going to be like a nice middle ground to where you're getting something that's excellent quality, and on top of the quality being on point, you're going to be basically getting something that's reasonably priced, you know what I'm saying? So check out the business. It's called Motivo Motoring. I will probably have the link in the description, depending on when this video is released. If it's released a little bit early, I'll update the description, or I'll mention it in like a future video, or just type in motivomotoring.com and you will find it. But that's enough of me rambling. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna bring y'all along when the car is getting ready to get shipped, and we're gonna go from there. Peace. Alright, YouTube, it's a little bit dark. Basically, I was waiting on the shipping company guy to come, but he was supposed to come in like 6 o'clock, I believe. Between 6 and 7, it's literally like 11:30, and he's just now showing up. So yeah, I'm about to go ahead and get this car ready to get shipped, put it on the, help him get in the trailer and stuff for the new owner, and then we'll go from there. All right. Bringing it up right now to the trailer. You guys see it right there. Yes, sir. The M4 is gone, man. Might shed a tear. Very sad day. Alright. I'm gonna help him out a little bit and I'll try to get a video as well. Got the M4 getting loaded. We got it set up and everything to get shipped out. Fancy enclosed trailer with some Lamborghini back there. This car's in good company. I think it's a Huracan, judging from how the form of it looks. But yeah, man, it's a beautiful car. I'll definitely miss this thing. And for anyone who's gonna miss this car or is upset about it going, stay tuned, man. We got some up our sleeves, so don't miss it too much, guys. I got some cooking. Don't worry. I went and got that thumbnail real quick. You know what I'm saying? She helping him out. I'll tell you when I look. Shoot, be scratching my car up. Let's see if it's gonna clear. I think it borderline not gonna clear. Ooh. Scraping. You gotta back it up. Yeah. How a Lambo clear it, but not this. Looking and stuff. A little bit. A little bit more if you can. That's good. That's good. Alright. Made in one piece. Alright guys, so as you can see, the car is loaded up and everything and it's ready to go. But don't unsubscribe, man. I got some cooking, so you know, within the next couple weeks or so, I'm gonna be dropping some videos for y'all back to back, and y'all gonna see what I'm planning on. You know what I'm saying? Don't count me out yet. We got some cooking.